Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Weekly Word. This is episode 19, and today's episode is going to feature Gray Ransom's Breeze, some Faction Cat, and a little bit about Group 3. So let's get started with episode 19. Okay guys, so Gray Ransom breezed today, and I think the time is going to be on Equibase later, and I'll make a separate web page for that for his breeze times. But the story of his breeze today is he's got a new training partner. Gray Ransom does, and so this new one's supposed to be a little bit further along and maybe can keep up with the Gray a little bit more and maybe try to make him more competitive. So this is going to be Gray Ransom breezing it's another trainer's horse, and so let me show you some video of that, and here it is. He did a little jump up. He smoked that horse.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
So, as you can see, Gray Ransom really kind of put it to that other horse in their breeze. And when I talked to Jordan afterwards, he said, well, even, she had to kind of, wasn't even really going full speed. So, because I think what happened was that other horse's bandages fell off on his back leg, so he wasn't really going that fast, and Gray Ransom therefore wasn't going that fast either. But I think they still did a pretty good time, and he looked good. We were standing there toward the finish line. It looked like Gray Ransom just smoked that other one, which was encouraging. So that's for Gray Ransom. He will breeze again on Friday or Saturday, and he's going to go 3 furlongs again, and then the week after that they'll go step it up to about a half mile, which is 4 furlongs. So that's what Gray Ransom's doing, and it seems like he's going to continue to breeze in the mornings there very early, because today he went at 7 o'clock. And that's going to be up on Equibase later with his time. And again, I'll make a web page for all of his times in case you want to check that. And so then, after I left the track there, I went to Lexington to visit Faction Cat. Okay, Faction Cat he's doing good. He is being let out about 5 o'clock every day from his stall. Then he goes out into the field, and he just hangs out in the field pretty much the whole night, and then they bring him in in the morning about 7, and then he eats. So I had a fun visiting with Faction Cat, and I don't have an exact date for his return. We're kind of in a position where we don't want to push him and bring him back too early, but we also have a budget to consider, and we want to get him to the track, and that's the fun part, going to the track and racing and getting him out there to make money. So he looks really good. His coat looked beautiful. He seems to be in great shape, and so I really had fun visiting. So I'm going to play some video of Faction Cat. One of the good things, like I said, we don't want to rush him back too quickly or wait too long with our budget. So we'll try to find that medium, and maybe we'll let Jordan and the veterinarian talk together and see when would be a good day to bring Faction Cat back to Louisville to start back into training. So the good thing about him being down on the farm, though, is it really doesn't cost that much at all. It's really not not making that big of an impact on our bottom line. So if he stays there a little bit longer, that's fine for our budget. But of course, we do want to get him back into action. So let me play some video of Faction Cat hanging out down there, and maybe you'll hear a bit of the veterinarian talking about him too. And then I want to talk about group.
Shoot a ball. Yeah, that one, please. Thanks. But he's happy out. We leave him out. We put him out about now. We leave him out all night, and he comes in the morning.
Okay, good,
He's pretty happy about that. So now it's time to go out. So he's pretty subdued about it right now.
So he's got a routine.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good routine now. Like, we don't trank him at all now. We just return him out. The first about 3 days we tranked him, and then I said, we're not going to trank him anymore. And we stopped tranking him, and it's been really good.
Huh?
Yeah. The shin looks great. We x-rayed it on Thursday, and it looks really good.
Good. That's good, man.
Shaking your head, yeah, you think he's put on some weight? Yeah. We see him every day, so it's hard to know.
No, he
But
looks.
if you don't see him every day, it's a little easier to tell.
He looks bigger. He looks quite noticeably bigger.
See, I told Joe the other day, I think that I think he's just grown up.
Mhm. I'm kind of glad we got to give him a break. You know, he's run.
They do good. You know, I mean, they do, like these young, like, when they're about 3 and they've kind of gone hard a little bit, you give them a little vacation, they'll grow up and mature and kind of get full of themselves a little bit when they go back, you know. And he's definitely full of himself. But he's good. Like, he'll walk right out to that paddock. We don't have. The hardest part's turning him loose. Like, he wants loose and he starts wanting to jerk away from you a little bit, just the last couple days, and that's a bit of a struggle some days. You're free. He had a really good time. Do you live here in town?
I bet they enjoy this more than anything, probably.
I think this is huge for their mind to reset, just to get out and be a little horse for a little while. The problem is he's a colt, so he can't really go out with anyone else because he's just going to be a little more aggressive than everyone else. So I don't need him beat up, and I don't need anyone else beat up. So unfortunately, he's out by himself. But it's good, and it's so hot. That's why we turn him out at night, and we bring him up first thing in the morning about 7:30, and then he stays up, and then he goes back out about 4.
What does he do all night? Does he like sleep or two, or does he just graze and walk around and just hang out?
He might lay down out there. I don't know. Some of them do, but he just hangs out. But it's good for him. It's good for his shin too. Now to move and walk on it a little bit, it helps that bone to stimulate to heal and stuff too. So
yeah.
So that's good for his shin as well. But I'm really pleased with his shin. It looks really good on radiographs, so that's good.
That sounds good. Okay, guys, that was Faction Cat. You gotta love him. He looked really good. I'm happy with how he looked. He's put on some weight. He's, I'm ready to get him back, to be honest. But like I said, I don't want to push getting him back too early and risk getting him re-injured, but I don't know. I think he's going to be fine no matter what happens. So, Group 3, we're shopping for a horse. Conquest Thoroughbreds made an announcement that they're going to disperse all of their horses at the November Keeneland sale. That's going to be 44 in the 2-year-old category, which is the range that we shoot for. Of course, we're going to shoot for an unraced 2-year-old. So how many there'll be, I'm not sure, but if you guys want, just do your research and see what kind of horses Conquest has. They have some pretty good ones, so I think it'd be a good opportunity for us. I've heard there's going to be no reserve price on the horses, so they're all going to be gone, and I think we'd be lucky to swoop one up there if we haven't found one in the private market before that. So I kind of hope we don't, because that's a fun place to go, is the auctions to buy horses. But like I said, I think I said in a previous video, we're going to find the best horse we can for the amount of money that we spend, because we want to get a good runner, and that's the bottom line. It's more fun when they're good, and that's our goal. So that's going to end the video for today, guys. I hope you had fun. We'll be back with another one after Gray Ransom's next breeze, which is going to be on Friday or Saturday. And I will see you, I'll either see you out there at trackside, or you'll see me in the next video. So thanks, guys. Have a good week.